It's a room tour of a one-bedroom suite for the Hyatt Centric Las Olas in Fort Lauderdale. It's room 1116. This one is a street view room. There are also rooms that face over on the other side with a pool that might be sometimes a little quieter if that's what you want to do. There is a full mirror for you to get ready. And then of course you have your Keurig with a variety of coffees for you to enjoy in the morning. That does get replenished each day. There is water, but just notice that the water is complimentary only for the elite members. It is $6 per person, or per bottle I should say, if you get them otherwise. Below, you're gonna have your refrigerator. It's perfect for cooling down food, adding some beverages and so forth. It's not a super big fridge, but it suffices for when you're staying in a hotel. It's not like you need all that much generally. In the one-bedroom suite, it is 1.5 bathrooms. So in the living area, you are going to go ahead and have the half bath, which is the sink. I love the mirrors that have the lights on the outside, so much more flattering. And then also you're going to have the toilet on that piece of it. And then when you come out into the living room, this is where you're going to have your extra bedding for the additional people who are staying with you. It's actually a very comfortable couch. I did sit down and test it out. And then you've got a seat, as well as, of course, the ubiquitous television. And there is some storage in the entertainment center that is directly below that. And then just like in the standard rooms, there is a desk for you to do work if you need to. The desk also has your garbage recycling and a luggage rack. So when you're unpacking, just go ahead and pull out the luggage rack and then put it back when you're done. Keeps it out of the way. Like all of the other rooms, it is floor to ceiling windows. So even though this is city view, it's still kind of pretty. I like it. It's not going to be the ocean view or pool view, garden view, but it's a nice area. But then the big part, because this is the one-bedroom suite, is that you're going to come right on into your bedroom. So this has a closing door, which is nice, so you've got that privacy. Sometimes you've got the one-bedroom suites that don't have doors in between the two of them. And in here, you do have your bedside table that has your phone, and then also is going to have outlets. I love this hotel that has plenty of outlets everywhere. So you've got 2 outlets here, as well as a USB outlet. And then this is one of my favorite functions. This is a light. So all you have to do to turn it on is just pull it up. So it's perfect for at night when you want to get into bed but not have all your lights on, or if someone's reading and the other person is not, you've got that access. It is a king-size bed in the one bedroom. And then of course you do have a second television so that you can watch TV here and not elsewhere. Then coming over on the other side, because this is street view, it gets a little bit loud sometimes. There's actually sirens going on outside right now. So in all of the street view rooms, you are going to have a sound machine that will help you kind of drown out the noise at night. So that is something that's helpful. It is not only in the one-bedroom suites, and it's not in all the one-bedroom suites, but it will be in the rooms that are going to be on the street side. You'll notice here again, you've got the 2 outlets, although with the sound machine plugged in, you don't really have very good access to that second outlet, but there is a USB directly beneath it. And you do have, again, the light switch, or the fancy light on the other side of their bed. The other thing I'm gonna point out, this is my favorite things about this hotel, cannot tell you how much I like it, is that you have light switches that are actually all labeled. So you can turn all the lights on and off with one thing. You can turn the bed light on the left side, the right side. And then there's also automatic drapes. So you can open and close the drapes and the shears without having to get out and figure out how to do all of that. Coming into the bathroom, again, it's the same thing with the lights. And this is the same thing in the entryway. There's more of the lights there as well. You've got the on-off fan and the night light. This is also where you're gonna have your closet. So I'll get to that in just a moment. But you've got a double sink, which is nice for when you've got a one-bedroom suite. You've got more people staying here generally. And then a nice, lovely mirror to get ready. You're gonna have the Be Kind products for all of your baths. So there's a lotion, which I really like this lotion, as well as the facial bar. And then below here, you're going to see that there is a hairdryer. This is a dry bar hairdryer. So unlike a lot of hotels where I don't actually like the hairdryers, it's actually a halfway decent one. So you may not need to bring your own. And this is where you're gonna find obviously your towels. And then You also, of course, have the magnifying mirror that is attached to the wall here that you can check everything out, see what's gonna make you look old today. Coming into the actual bath area, you have the toilet, of course, so there's that second one for when you're staying. And then in the actual shower itself, you've got the controls on one side, and on the other side, you have the control to flip between the handheld as well as the rain shower overhead, which is really nice. And then again, you have the Be Kind products. So you've got the shower gel, the shampoo, and the conditioner. They are fine, but again, if you're picky, bring your own. And then of course, there is a little shelf to store anything extra that you need. Directly behind the getting ready area is your closet. So you'll see that there are some hangers that are up here, as well as some of the shelves on top, some extra bedding. There's a little bit of extra storage space here. And then you also are going to have your iron and ironing board that is on this side. So you've got that access if you need it, as well as additional storage. And then these 3 drawers down here do open, so you've got more storage down here. The safe I like for a couple of reasons. One, this safe is actually a decent size, so I can fit my laptop in it. Although actually, interestingly, this safe is narrower than what is in the standard rooms. So you might not be able to fit it in this one just because the depth is not the same. It's only about the depth of my hand, where the other one was much deeper. That said, to use this is pretty easy. Hit reset, you can put in your 4-digit code and then press lock. And then when you want to unlock it, you just can put in that 4-digit code again and it will automatically unlock and open up for you. Then we're going to head over to my last favorite feature of this room. So when you come in back into the bedroom, you're going to notice that you have a balcony. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's easy to go ahead and open it. Note that if you open up this balcony door, the air conditioning is going to turn off. So make sure that you close it when you are in the room so that your room does not get too hot. You do have 2 chairs and a table so that you can sit down and enjoy it. And this is quite a large balcony, so it's lovely just to kind of hang out over here, enjoy yourself, bring yourself a cocktail, a book, something to hang out with. And again, you've got the view that is over here, and just kind of a nice place to enjoy when you've got your 1-bedroom suite. I will point out that to open and unlock it, this is the unlock and this is a lock. So it's actually kind of cool looking. And then the last thing that I'm gonna point out before I end this room tour at the Hyatt Centric Las Olas in Fort Lauderdale is that the bathroom is a barn door, so it swings sideways, and that makes it a little bit easier to get in and out without taking up extra space. Have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, this is a room tour at the Hyatt Centric Las Olas of the 1-bedroom suite. They do also have 2-bedroom suites as well as standard rooms. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment below.